G'day, Spartan Millie here, and welcome to our Aston Martin Motorsport Manager F1 2021 Manager Mod series, episode 10. We're in the double digits. Alright, so Silverstone today, the big one. A lot of my audience are from the UK. Aston Martin is UK based. This is possibly the biggest race of the season so far. Now, will our performance be up there? I'm not sure, so stick around to find out. But first of all, we're going to go through some of our comments from last video. Not as many today, but that's alright. It makes it easy to go through. So first up here, we got Celtic. Celtic Patter, I believe it is. Brilliant video, mate. Keep it up. Worth a hit on the subscribe button. Thanks so much. It means a lot to me that you guys are subscribing. Um, Joseph Johnson said, I love this series and I love how Vettel is acting like Mazepin. First of all, thank you for your love for the series. But Vettel acting like Mazepin, that is quite some disrespect on Vettel there. But no, I'm joking. Mazepin, I think, is pissed off half the grid. I saw someone else, I know Toto Wolff was having a go at him to the FIA the other day in the Spanish GP. But yeah, but Vettel's improved after he got over those first 5 races. Now he's finishing races, so that's great to see. And then we have Cabs Op. Next year, do you think you will replace any drivers? Also, there's a guy named Zane Malone. He has mad potential. Now, I don't think we will be replacing drivers coming into the season. I think at least next season. We'll see how Seb Vettel goes. He's contracted for another year after this one. So probably keep him, and this one's sort of out of my control, the other driver. I don't think Lawrence will be too happy with me, but I think we can replace. We might get what's his name? Zane Malone. Should we try and find him now? Let's have a look. There's no search button, is there, in this game? So we'll just go down to Z for Zane. Oh, I just saw him. There it is. Malone or Maloney? It's got to be this one. Wow, 4-star potential. All right. Well, we can. Can we scout him? No, we already scouted him. Alright, well, I'll keep that name in mind for sure. Maybe we can bring him as a reserve driver. But yeah, thank you so much, Cabs Op, for that piece of sort of insight into Zane Maloney. I think it's Zane Maloney you're talking about. I mean, I know this is Zane Malone, but yeah. Let me know if it's not him, but I'm pretty sure it's him. And lastly, we have Max Doe says, do you play F1 Fantasy by any chance? Unfortunately, I didn't do it this year, but I'll definitely look into doing it next year. Maybe I'll set up a league or something that all you guys can join and we can, go head to head on F1 Fantasy. But yeah, thanks so much for everyone who left a comment. It also helps videos out a lot in the algorithm if you leave it a like and subscribe to the channel. I did notice that 50% of the people who watched my last video on this series weren't subscribed, so if you're up to maybe episode 10, maybe sort of consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot. But yeah, I won't force your hand, but I'd love it if you did. That's all I'm saying. Let's get into this episode. Alright, so Silverstone Prep time. Now, we all know top speed is very important, and obviously high speed corners, medium speed corners around Silverstone. And we've been working on our engine all week, and have a look at that. We are 4th on the grid, so I'm kind of excited. High speed corners are not quite there. We're falling behind in other areas, but we still got the best front wing on grid. So we just need a track where we need lower speed corners and top speed, which is they don't really go hand in hand, but and we could have a decent race. But hopefully this new upgraded engine will give us a good result here at Silverstone. 6th best car on grid, but we all know the engine's the biggest part, and we're kind of near the top there as well. But let's stop talking and let's get straight into it, and hopefully we can pick up some nice points at the historic Silverstone Grand Prix. You already know what I'm about to do. I'm do the tyre allocations, and I will do practice. And Q1, I'll see you for Q2. All right, Q2 at Silverstone. Now, first signs indicate that we are a little bit faster, which is exactly what we want to see, really. Vettel has got the engine. I literally saved and reloaded because I saved for every Grand Prix. So I saved and reloaded to have a look. And then I saw Vettel had the engine and loaded back halfway through practice again. So Vettel's got the engine. He's about 10th place he got in Q1, which is decent. But is it wrong for me for him not to want to make Q3? Because he'll make Q3, but he won't do anything in Q3, you know what I mean? So, I just don't know. But then it's sort of against my nature to deliberately get knocked out of Q2, so I feel like it's unethical to a certain extent. So, you know what? We're just going to send it. We're just going to send him out. now on fresh set of super softs, or we could say we're going for a bit of a strategy and strap on the softs. So if he does make it, will he make it on the softs though? I don't know. Let's see. Let's try something here. Because honestly, I'd rather him start 15th on the grid, but be able to choose his tyre compound because it'll help him out a lot more in the race. I don't know why I sent Stroll out on softs, but it's fine. It's fine. We could actually make it through to Q3. If they don't send their cars out soon, they won't get a dry lap in. So we could actually make it to Q3 on the softs. That would be a madness. So we could actually do it. Hang on a minute. This could be a masterstroke from Spartan Willie. Oh my god, we've actually done it. We have made it both drivers to Q3 on soft tyres. So we're going to be in the top 10 on the tyre compound that we want. That was a long shot to say the least, but it's worked. It's worked a treat. Into Q3, lads, at Silverstone, and we are setting up for a great weekend. Vettel is third in Q2. Yeah, wow, you do take that because obviously, if you don't know, you're locked on the tyre that you get to Q3 with for the start of the race. So all these guys are going to be locked on super softs because they qualified Q3 on them, and we're going to be locked onto softs. So a Ferrari, a Red Bull. Wow, both Ferraris and both Red Bulls do not make the top 10 shootout. This qualifying is getting spicy here at Silverstone, and is there rain for Q3? No rain whatsoever. Bit disappointing. We can't really pounce on that. It's going to be a straight shootout for the top 10. But yeah, I'm wrapped with that result in Q2. That's where we're going to have a good weekend there. Best of both worlds. So let's see what we can do in Q3. I don't have very high hopes, but we could finish above Russell. Vettel was in front of both Alpines in practice, so Vettel could be a decent way up the grid, you know. He's fastest in Sector 2 apparently, but we'll see how long that lasts. And as you see there, the engine difference isn't that much on performance level on the stats, but on the timing sheet, it's a whole half a second. So it just goes to show how important an engine is. And, you know, we're building another one right now, so hopefully we get even more performance. Look how much faster Alonso is over his teammate Ocon, a whole second. 1.1 second there, so amazing for them. I mean, a big difference for them. It's not really amazing to have a massive gap between your two drivers, but we're going to go out again here. About now, we'll send out Stroll first. I've left it a bit late here. I might need to send out Vettel pretty quickly because he might not make it all the way around. Come on, Vettel. Let's have a massive lap from you, mate. Get back above Russell. More track grip. Fresh set of tyres. Will he make it round? He should make it round easily now. Oh, 30 seconds. That's easy. Come on, Vettel. Sector 1. How's he going to go? Here's an improvement. Improvement in Sector 2. What's it going to be? Sector 3. Where's Vettel going to line up? 7th. Lovely stuff, Sebastian. That engine is working wonders. And 7th place will qualify with Sebastian. Fantastic work. And we're going on the better tyre compound. We have set ourselves up very nicely for a good race here. I'm very happy with that. Alright. Lewis Hamilton on pole, followed by Ricciardo Alonso. Hamilton's always going to get pole. As you can see there, he got pole by about 0.8 of a second because no Verstappen. Race time. I'm not even going to let you go now because we played through Q3, so I can keep you with me for the race prep. Soft race trim. Let's go, boys. I'm gassed. Wait. Oh no, it's been unlocked. Why is it unlocked? Oh, because the qualifying was wet, of course. Okay, it doesn't really matter. It just means we don't have as much of an advantage over everyone else. But we're still going to line up on the softs just because the soft's the better tyre, in my opinion, over the race time. Better race tyre, let's say that. We're still not going to let Vettel go on that driving style attack, but, you know, push is pretty good as well. Daniel Ricciardo is on the front row. Valtteri Bottas in fourth, sorry. Alonso above Valtteri, that is controversial for him. For Bottas. And Alpines shoot past Vettel. Vettel had a poor start, but hopefully he can build on that. And he is down into 14th, so he loses all the hard work he done in quali. But Stroll up in 5th place. Great job, Stroll. Fighting with the Alpine now. He's in an Alpine sandwich. Alonso is the Alpine at the back. Ocon's the one in front. That is surprising, considering where they started. But Stroll here is getting a bit dizzy, I think, being this high up, to be honest. But I'm more than happy with that. He of course doesn't have the engine in the car, but well, he does have an engine in the car, or else his car wouldn't be going that fast, that's for sure. So what's about the gap? Oh, it's not looking good. I mean, we can keep it on high engine mode. We don't want to use too much fuel though. Vettel, we're just going to tell him to go medium. Can't get past Yuki. That's your problem, Vettel. I'm not happy with your start, mate. Vettel with a shocking start is out of the points. Stroll's been overtaken, and we got a Red Bull now. Perez. Oh no, Verstappen. I just assumed it was Perez, but no. Of course, they're both starting at the back of the grid, eh? And we're holding up a Red Bull, a Ferrari, two Ferraris, and an AlphaTauri. As Stroll is going to come back to meet Vettel, I think, in the top 10. I mean, in 10th place. And Yuki's actually overtaken Leclerc there, I see on the timing board, which is surprising to say the least. Vettel has almost caught back up to Stroll, but Stroll is putting in some good laps here. And Vettel just overtook a Ferrari. What is going on back here? We're missing out. But Sergio Perez is there as well now. We're fighting with Perez. Let him go. You don't want to lose too much time fighting, squabbling for. I mean, it's a good position. It's a points-paying position, but I feel like we can. That engine can get us past Science. Remember, we're on the better tyre. We've got the better pit strategy going on here. We're on a harder tyre. I shouldn't say a better tyre. Well, it is a better tyre in my books, just because that one's faster. This one's got like double the lifespan. It's pretty similar in performance, let's just say that. So I think it is the better tyre, but technically the other one's faster. So now, what are we doing for this like sort of strategy here? I don't like doing the two tyre compounds in a row, but it's sort of the best strategy, isn't it? Maybe we can go out into the softs. We'll suss it out. But for now, we're in a very good spot, in my opinion. Just sort of coasting along. Alright, so I'll let you guys go and I'll bring you back if something interesting happens. Oh no. And it's happened again. Sebastian Vettel has crashed. He wasn't in a good position anyway. I wasn't really happy with his start. He never really recovered. But Sebastian Vettel has crashed in the Silverstone Grand Prix with 5 laps to go. That's heartbreaking. He's back to his old self from the start of the season. I hope this doesn't become another regular occurrence. But Sebastian Vettel there, mate. He's just binned it in the wall. Unlucky. But yeah, Stroll. Look, I'm not. It's been a bit of a kind of race, you know what I mean? We were up in 5th at one point, but then our pit stop put us all the way down at 10th, which obviously does not help a lot. But it's 2 points, double what AlphaTauri are getting. Obviously, 6th place is our sort of goal, but we've actually overtaken Yuki as he's pitted, so you know another 2 points. They also got a point because they overtook him too. Um, oh, of course, Yuki's a direct rival of us, AlphaTauri. He drives for AlphaTauri, so final lap here. Attack and overtake. Just destroy these tyres. Come on, Alonso. Stay back. Give us this one. Did he pit with 1 lap to go? Oh my god, what a lunatic. Alright, come on, Stroll. Make it, mate. Beautifully done. 7th place. We'll take that. We'll take that. It will look, 5th place was never really going to happen, was it? But we'll definitely take 7th place. Disappointed that Vettel crashed out. Sort of spoiled the Grand Prix a little bit. Hopefully we don't see him crash out for the next 4 races after this one. But yeah, so I sort of just brought you back for the last 5 laps. But it was an eventful 5 laps. I was about to bring you back, then Vettel binned it into the wall. So how many points is that? That's 6. So 6-point haul there takes Lance Stroll to a total of 19 for the season and puts us within 6 points of AlphaTauri in that 6th place. Did I say? I don't think I said it. I received a scary email from Lawrence Stroll saying we're below our target. If this doesn't improve, you will be terminated. Like if we're not 6th place by the end of the season. Even though my board confidence is at 100% because we're making money per race, he's still threatening me with the sack, which I don't appreciate. I really don't appreciate it. So we're going to have to turn it up a little bit. Okay, so our interview here with Sky Sports. Giovinazzi's been telling reporters all over town they're interested. Not a chance. Sorry, mate. I apologize, but Antonio Giovinazzi is not at the top of my wish list, unfortunately for him. Or fortunately, maybe Alfa may have got something going there. But new engine is done, which is very good news. I don't know if we'll build another one straight away just because, well, maybe. Hang on, what can we build here? What's the best we can build? I think maybe we'll give the engines a rest now to the test track because, oh, do we build two of the exact same engine? How long? 25 days. It's not really worth it. One engine could just be slightly better. We're wasting time there. Now, what is the next part for us? Do you think? What's the next base time, sort of easy, quick to build? Rear wing. Let's build a good rear wing. We may as well. Let's do that. 5 days. It'll be done before the race. Do we need that for the Hungaroring? No, but it's good to know. Good to be good aerodynamically. So when we finally get a good engine, we'll have good aerodynamics. A gearbox is kind of important as well. So maybe we'll look at getting a gearbox next, but it's another long build, and I'm not really don't really like long builds. What do we need? So should we upgrade whatever we need for the front wing? Because it's right now to epic, and everything else is legendary. So if we just do that, everything's the same. So what is it? Wind tunnel, 12 mil. We got money coming out of our Lawrence Stroll, so we may as well do that. New building, road car factory, that could be a good investment, but for now we won't do that. And that's pretty much the HQ fully upgraded. Obviously our test track can use a couple upgrades once we build it, for sure. But yeah, so 14 weeks on that. When's 14 weeks? Probably close to the end of the season, to be honest. Yeah, around Interlagos. So maybe you might be able to get a good couple engines in, but chances are the engine might stay like that for a long while. But yes, I hope you enjoyed Silverstone. Bit of a shame Vettel crashed out. Hopefully another streak does not begin, but we can't take it too. Got to wait for the next race before we start panicking again. But yeah, if you did enjoy the episode, please leave a like. Helps the video out so much, and consider subscribing if you're not already. And I shall see you in the next one. Leave any feedback or comments or thoughts down in the comments below, of course, as well. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.